we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Fasted. Dash, honey, dash.
Yeah. Point up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can't get.
A battle for division supremacy. It's the coach. This is the 2021 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. You again with scores around the league.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Check 15, check 66. Bullet ride.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 96 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
Patrick, 61, matchbox, light, patch.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Back to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Still. It's caught at the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
They'll try again with Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete. Stills. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Drake. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Stills bringing it in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Stills over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Parker. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw, being chased out left. And now he's going to, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here. Go for it.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off, and the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, Drake. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50-50, plant. You don't want to pick up the ball.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Right back to Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. On third and short, Drake. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. He'll look to throw. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start the drive with Drake. Good move at the 30. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week working on their tackling.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
H3 218 chopper ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Undercrunch.
Now Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt about it.
Maybe some pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Looking to throw. And he's got it. And he will not add 2 more to the final score. Doesn't matter. This one's over. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Dolphins, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60, orange. I'm coming after you, I'm coming after you. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. That is throw. Complete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as this. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let one go deep for Park. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Drake. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the move to his left. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let it.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep. And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Drake. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And shutting him off, now open field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 11. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Dolphins. 54 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch 66. Bullet high. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Miami, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
This ain't nothing for the past.